It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Ali LaForce. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Atlanta. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that.
And I think for the Hawks, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Risacher. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Wallace in at the point. And for the Sonics, we've got Levins, Harrison out there with Anderson. And it's Jefferson in at the shooting guard position. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Now Anderson, after Jalen Johnson missing on the last three-pointer. There's a good screen. Jefferson passing to Harrison. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Porzingis. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Clock at 4. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And here's Johnson outside. Seattle grabs the miss. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, how about the creativity there from Porzingis? He wanted to make that one sting a little.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Now Jefferson. 8 points his last outing. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
And that one's good, Harrison. Harrison's got his second bucket of the night.
Woo. Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
Here's Risacher. Good D by Anderson.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
To the right side. Levins finds Jefferson. A three-pointer off the mark. The Hawks trail by 5. After Risacher. Here's Wallace, puts the move on, and he sinks the layup.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Levins. Porzingis with the block.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
And it's Risacher missing. Sonics leading by 3. Outside Jefferson. Now here's Levins, guarded by Risacher. And it's Levins missing.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And Risacher, the bucket on the assist by Johnson.
Well, Risacher has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Jefferson dishes to Levins. There's the pick. Pass to Harrison. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Different look for Seattle. Galloway's checked in, and it's Reynolds in for Jefferson. Atlanta making some changes. .107 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Kennard. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by the Sonics. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Atlanta again missing. Seattle leading by 5. Over to the left wing. And Levins throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Good on. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Sonics lead by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Here is Paul. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Okongwu is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Krejci in at the 3. And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, the Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays. Back to you, Kev.
Okay, Allie, thanks. And it's Seattle with the ball, following the 3 by Atlanta. Dawkins kicks to Dinwiddie. Good on the triple. Dinwiddie's got 5 points so far.
Merciless answer from Dinwiddie. He says, I can do that as well.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Supersonics. For the Sonics, Harrison's checked in for Dawkins. Jefferson comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie, and Levins is subbed in for Chris Paul. And it's the Supersonics with the ball. 3-point lead. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
The Hawks trail by 6. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Porzingis' ability to space the floor creates a lot of backup.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
My. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Here's Krejci. Alexander Walker finds Okongwu. Alexander Walker with the ball. Jefferson on him. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, Johnson has developed into a good three-point shooter, and he's looking for opportunities to take advantage.
Now, here's Levins. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Outside Jefferson. Connects from three-point range. Jefferson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Krejci passes to Johnson. Porzingis sets the pick for Johnson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
There's Levins, and Levins throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Wallace. The Sonics getting the bucket. And it's Risacher missing. Wallace against Jefferson. And Anderson kicks to Harrison. They set the screen. Pass to Dermanenko. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so it's Atlanta with it after the basket by Seattle. And here is Johnson. Daniels from outside. The rebound by Anderson. Levins with it. Wallace is there. Jefferson with it. Okongwu covering. Back to Dermanenko. Here's Levins. Trains it from beyond the arc. Levins got the lead up to 12 now for Seattle.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. .32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Johnson. Here is Daniels. Now Risacher. Johnson finds Risacher. Now here's Wallace. Just 4 to shoot. They need this. It's blocked. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Levins, and Levins throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Fires from way outside. And we finish one half of basketball. The Sonics on top, leading by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead.
They're efficient. They play to their strengths. That puts guys in a position to succeed.
Yeah, they take shots they feel confident about. If they don't feel confident, they make the next pass.
Moving on, in our game, here are the top performers so far.
Brought their A games. This is what it means to try to put a team on your shoulders, Ernie.
What do you mean? I've been carrying you on this show for years.
That's not entirely true. I'd say maybe the first 2 years.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Sonics leading by 14. Anderson is out there with Harrison. Then it's Levins. And it's Jefferson in it for 2. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Now here's Jefferson. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Anderson outside. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Hawks shooting well. 50% from the floor. Pass to Daniels. Back to Risacher. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Jefferson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the basket by Dermanenko. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh. He's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Dyson Daniels. Pass to Risacher. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Porzingis passes to Wallace. And that one, good. Wallace has got his second basket.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Levins with it. He's picked up by Risacher. And here's Anderson for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Risacher finds Porzingis. Now here's Jefferson. Defense right on him.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Jalen Johnson, great in the 2-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Check out some numbers for Jalen Johnson. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's right around 13 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
From 12 feet out. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And that one's good, Levins.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They set the pick. Bounce pass, Wallace. Porzingis passes to Wallace. Here's Risacher. Drills the three-pointer. Risacher's got 5 now.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Risacher ready to go once he got it.
Harrison kicks to Anderson. Jefferson passing to Harrison. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He's got 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And Jefferson throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Wallace after the basket by Seattle. Risacher with it. He has 5. Clock at 6. And the 3 off target.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Here's Jefferson, and he converts the layup. Jefferson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Johnson outside. Risacher right open. Atlanta again missing.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And taken away by Johnson. Nice move. Nifty move. And Risacher lays it in. Risacher's got his 3rd basket of the night. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The kick out to Anderson. Misses the 3. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 5 points so far.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Jefferson. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Seattle, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Atlanta's shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And we're going courtside for a report on Dyson Daniels. How's he doing, Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with head athletic trainer for the Hawks. All signs point to a high ankle sprain, something that they're going to have to be very careful with. There will be no return to the floor tonight, and it sounds like recovery period is going to last a little longer than they were hoping for. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Yeah, it's always good to get a little bit more clarity on that situation.
4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Porzingis, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Krejci in at the 3, the small forward. And it's the Supersonics with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hawks. On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
I like it when Dinwiddie takes initiative on the offensive end, especially when he's looking to catch and shoot.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Sonics leading by 20. Reynolds, good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Timeout, Sonics. Making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Now here's Levins. Here's Reynolds. And once again off the mark by Seattle. Porzingis. Rebound by the Sonics.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Galloway. Drops in the tray.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Krejci. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kennard, the pass to Krejci. Johnson in the corner. So, GA between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Here's Krejci. Pass to Johnson.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 22.
Atlanta timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Let's now take our opportunity to check out our player of the game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Now here's Milton. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway has got 5 points in the quarter.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
Pass to Newell. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebound by the Sonics.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Seattle.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
What I want to know is where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Pass to Newell. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Dinwiddie for 3. Off on that one. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.